Good morning. I wanted to take a moment to share some comments from last week's discussion about recognizing differences in social style, personality, uh, cultural differences, and demographic differences. Uh, and what I did was, after I went through your uh, comments on the discussion board, I kind of chicken scratched your main the your first comment. I'm sorry, I kind of chicken scratched that, and you can see here. This is not scientific or anything, but it was just kind of the results of what you guys seem to comment the most on. And the first was social style. Um, and of course, it's important to recognize co-workers' social styles. I always had a driving style, and I lament that in many ways because I would have liked to have been more amiable in my career. But when you're directing plays and department chair, you begin to the driving force is tantamount for what you're doing. And so it's important to recognize these styles. Some at times people thought I could be a little intimidating, and once I retired, I don't feel like anybody feels that way anymore. Um, you go to what I refer to as demographics, and I think these words like culture and demographics are these days being used as code by talking heads in the news, and so I would like to talk about them as to what they really are. And demographics are, which I have already discussed with you, are common characteristics of groups of people. What's a group of people? Well, we're a group of people. And what's common between us? Probably between y'all, there's an age commonness. There's probably more women in our class, but the ethnicity is quite diverse. Um, and so demographics are not culture, they are more groups of people that reside in multicultural societies. So you may have Hispanics, African Americans, Asians, and Caucasians all living in the same area. They have their own co-culture in America, but we all share, say, a neighborhood. So it's different than culture. One that seems to be under construction these days is gender. And I don't know if they need to create a new category so that gender can be male, female. And then there's a new category for uh, I don't know what you would call it. It would, maybe that would be called gender, and then there would be a demographic segmentation on sex. But right now, there's a lot of push towards recognizing um, non-binary types of genders. Um, and so, anyway, demographics is under construction. I like demographics because you can create charts and graphs, which become your visual aids. Thirdly, we have culture. And, we inside of America, we have what we call co cultures. But if you notice when you walk down the hallways of TCC, you will see ethnicities feeling safe within their own ethnicity. So you might see a group of African American males hanging out together. There could be other, ethnicities in there, but you will see cultural division within a larger group. Um, and then finally, and I think we need to recognize this in our class, is corporate culture. And a lot of you have complained about basically how you're treated at work. And that's because